Today's wine text is the Baricci Brunello di Montalcino 2014. So Brunellos has been a big hit on WineText. I think it's one of the most popular wines that we've been selling, and something of this nature itself is one of the most collectible Italian wines and synonymous with some of the biggest names within the different regions in Italy. So Brunello being the synonym to Sangiovese, the wines from Brunello di Montalcino have to be 100% Sangiovese, which makes it maybe debatably the number one area for the grape. The best Sangiovese is probably grown within Montalcino, and they want to designate it that way as a DOCG. The big thing about the producer itself, this is a third generation winemaker who his grandfather started in 1968 with a Rosso di Montalcino. 1971 made his first Brunello, and from then on has been one of the better and top-notch producers of Brunello within the region. They only make they don't have an exact amount on each vintage, but it's usually between 13,000 and 18,000 bottles a year. But specifically to this wine, out of whatever they made in 2014, only 100 cases of this was imported in the US just due to the demand of the wine. Fuller bodied style. I mean, some Brunellos gets that 14.5, almost 15% alcohol, but this one's kept right around 14%. So it's got a lot of tannins, a lot of structure. In Brunello, it has a little bit of an aging requirement, which is usually 2 years in the barrel and then 4 months in the bottle before being allowed to be released. And obviously, the winemaker can decide whether he wants to go more. This one spends 3 years in the oak and then 8 months in the bottle before release, which gives it a little bit more of that vanilla richness, that savory, toasty oak that comes through on the wine, which just brings on the finish a longer and more lingering flavor profile. Like I said, fuller bodied wine, definitely want to drink with big red meats, fuller bodied foods. Definitely open it up a little bit before drinking. I think a good decanter, slam it in the decanter, get some air flowing in it, just because it's a little bit on the younger side. I think it'll do it some justice. Don't be afraid to lay a couple down. Brunello or Sangiovese, which is also Brunello, being one of the higher acid grapes in red wine, tends to allow the wines to age for a pretty long time. So yeah, awesome value. I mean, getting this at a huge discount, and I think you guys, both collectors and people who enjoy the finer red wines from Italy, are really going to love this.